I think it's really important also for us to arm ourselves with knowledge and be accurate as to what's going on. Because what's happening in America and what has happened in America is evidence that they do not have the knowledge. They voted out of ignorance. So you can see, I'm going to bring up some Google Trends charts for you, okay? And I've done them from the 1st of October to the day after the election, just so you can see that the things that are increasing are upticking significantly after the election. It's not like a trend that you'll see all through the time. This was a Google search in the United States, only in the US, where we looked up, are tariffs good? So after the election, which was here, I believe, after the election, a huge amount of searches was out there for, are tariffs good? They didn't have that information before the election to help make their decision. Similarly, are tariffs bad? From the 1st of October, see if you can guess where election day is. So people who have been voting not knowing how tariffs work are then seeing the result, realizing tariffs are coming in and going, oh, what are those things? This is another one. Who pays a tariff? They're still arguing over who pays a tariff. Look, nothing, all through October, nothing through October, nothing, who pays it, nothing. After the election, who pays a tariff? And of course, the one that you've probably heard about, how do I change my vote? Change my vote. All the way through October, and then after the election, how do I change my vote? Can I change my vote? It's very, very evident that there is remorse. And when it was in the UK, it was called Brimorse, because it was for Brexit, with some people's vote. Now, let's be clear. Will it be all of the people who have voted? Of course not. There'll be some people who want to squash minority rights. There'll be some people who want to see both legal and illegal immigrants deported. There'll be some people who think there's a trans agenda, transing our kids. Those people will probably be pretty much happy through the Trump term. But other people are asking questions about their vote. This guy, John Cooper, I'll give you his lowdown. He was the campaign chair for Barack Obama, the national finance chair of Draft Biden. He tweeted this out. My MAGA neighbor 5 minutes ago. I just read that tariffs are going to raise prices for stuff. I don't get it. I thought China was going to pay for them. I explained how tariffs work. I wish you could see the look on the guy's face when it sunk in. Yeah. And we're also getting stories from people that this is starting to impact the real world. A few TikToks that have been going around.
So it's already started. I import products from overseas. Products that are made of materials that are not produced here in the US. They haven't been produced in the US for, 50, 60 years. So no matter how much I wanted to pay, I could not get these materials here in the US. And all of my manufacturers have sent me emails letting me know that because Trump was elected and he has threatened tariffs, all of the pricing will go up in January in anticipation of these tariffs. So the goods that I buy will cost me more money.
So this is just with the threat of tariffs. Manufacturers through Asia are saying prices are going up, guys.
Not the other country. And then I will have to raise prices that I sell them at to make that up. So it's already started. And for people who didn't realize what a tariff was, you're about to find out, okay? Because it's going to affect everything that you buy.
There you go. We'll move on to another one as well. This is a comedian. His name is Walter Masterson. And he had to explain to this MAGA guy in real time what a tariff was. Have a listen to this.
I'm voting for the man that's going to take America back, baby. Donald J. Trump, man.
What's one of your biggest issues?
It's probably going to be inflation, because I sell T-shirts and all that stuff.
Your T-shirts are made in the USA?
No, my blanks, no. See, that's the thing Trump's talking about. If we tax them, hit tariffs, the same item they're making over there will cost the same to make over here.
We pay the tariffs.
Well, the companies pay the tariffs, not us.
China doesn't pay the tariffs. We do when they come in.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Like if I'm buying 1,000 shirts from...
This guy's a voter, and he voted for Trump, and he gets his blanks, meaning a blank T-shirt from China, and he's happy at the moment.
China, and there's a tariff on it. I'm paying the tariff.
Well, no, whoever's getting it imported in is going to pay the tariffs.
Yeah. I'm the business owner. I'm paying the tariff. China doesn't pay it. I pay for it.
Well,
Like if I'm the business owner and I buy 1,000 shirts,
I see what you're saying.
China's not Jolly. So I'm trying to explain.
Who pays the tariff?
They're paying the tariff.
Do you think that? Do you believe that?
I was trying to say, because I sell merch as well.
This is a great reaction, by the way, of the big dude in the cap when the guy finally gets it. Just the look of, utter despair.
I sell you something for $10, right? You're going to sell it to him for $20.
Exactly.
But then I make you pay me $15 for it. Are you still going to sell it to him for $20?
Am I going to sell it to him for 20?
If I raise the price $5.
Oh, it's going to have to go up.
Right. So
Yeah, the consumer foots the bill.
I mean, you know, just the utter disdain in that one. And look, I mean, I'm not going to, this sounds ridiculous. I know everyone gets it here, but if there's one person who doesn't, think about it this way. Your t-shirt manufacturer in China, you pay $1,000 for your crate of t-shirts. And then China gets charged a tariff of $300 on that $1,000. So then they got to recoup it. So they charge you $1,300. So even if you're taxing the China, they just pass the cost on to the person buying it from them in America. So if you charge someone more, then they charge the business buying it more, who then pass it on to the supplier. Mark Cuban did a very good, and I assume most people have probably seen this, a very good long sort of rant on Thread, explained the whole thing. I won't read it all to you, but I'm showing you this to show you a response. Right now, every company that imports from China is taking all the cash they can muster and buying up as much as they can and stuffing it in the warehouse in anticipation of tariffs creating accelerated demand for imports. That money would have been used for expansions, raises, bonuses, and other operational elements. Because cash is relatively expensive and it costs money to store inventory, those companies will increase their prices as if they paid the expected higher tariffs. He goes on to talk about the same thing will happen to exporters as well, because there will be retaliatory tariffs put back on America. Now, in this thread is this response. I took this off one of the YouTube videos because I couldn't find it because it's a very long thread, but this is in the Mark Cuban thread. Results have already started. This is from an American woman today. My husband works for a small manufacturing company, and here in southwestern Pennsylvania, that means most employees are Trump voters. When the president of the company sat them down to tell them their annual Christmas bonus would not come this year because they now need to purchase at least a year's worth of products prior to January 21st, due to the proposed tariffs, they did not understand. My husband said that their president had to explain what a tariff is and how it will directly hurt their company. They all thought the foreign company paid the tariff. Well, this is the point. Even if they do technically pay the tariff, then they pass the cost on. They all thought the foreign company paid the tariff. This is the level of ignorance voting against their own interests here in Pennsylvania, where we failed American women and children last night.